Have some water. You're dehydrated. I want to talk about streaks. Today, as I have been doing for nearly 2 months now, I've been trying to learn German on Duolingo, which is an app that I'm sure you've heard of. It's very popular. And one thing that the app pushes and you get notifications for and achievements for is keeping up a streak, as in going on the app every day, practicing some German. And whilst I understand that there is some positivity in this, how it's trying to convince you that, oh yeah, you need to keep doing this, keep it up, keep the momentum going. That's all great. That's all good. With a lot of things, I think that's really great. However, there's also a big problem with it. I use Duolingo as my example because a couple of months ago, I was talking to my mum about it, and she has been learning, I think it's Spanish or French. She's been using Duolingo for it for about a year, and the moment she lost her streak, which was almost a year long, she didn't use the app again for 2 weeks. And I think that is one of the worst things about streaks, is that it's really demotivating to have this number that you keep increasing every day. But once it's over 100 and then you break that streak, it feels like it's all been for nothing because you're back to zero again. And this ties into the idea of like nofap and relapsing. A lot of people are under the impression that, oh, if you go for 3 weeks, you'll have all of these benefits, and then as soon as you relapse and you fap, you're back to day zero. Everything is back to how it was. Everything's shit again. But that's such an unhealthy way of looking at it. I don't use many social medias, but one of the only ones I do use is Snapchat. And that is very well known for having streaks. I think it's one of the first social medias that popularized the thing. And back in the day, it was it was the most fucking cringe thing ever. People sending a photo of the sky and putting a little fucking S for streaks and then sending it to all of their friends. That was the worst thing. That was the worst thing. None of those people were friends with each other. They weren't friends. They just wanted to be able to show other people, like, oh, look how many people I've got on Snapscore. I've got streaks with all of them. That is the fucking dumbest thing. What a waste of time. People would do this every day. Fucking ridiculous. It's tough because there's a mix, as there are with many things, where I understand the benefits of the idea of streaks, of wanting to keep something up for as long as possible. I'm myself, with my habit tracker, I'm trying to keep it going for as many days as possible. And when you do have that one day where you don't succeed in something, or you relapse in something, it's very demotivating. So knowing how to balance this belief in the streak and then being able to pick yourself back up again when you fail is very important, and I don't think enough people have it. I think a lot of people are under the impression that they're going to set themselves on a streak of something, and then as soon as that's broken, they'll probably give up. But we don't have to do that. One day in a month, that's nothing. And you've done it once, you can do it again. I just think it's something interesting to think about. Because if you are going to use streaks in anything, just be mindful of the fact that if you fail, and you probably will at some point, the chances of you keeping up a streak of anything for the rest of your life is very unlikely. When you fail, don't be hard on yourself about it. Because it's natural. Everyone fucks up in some way at some point in their life. Like, no one's perfect. Join the movement. Subscribe.